join me today on a typical miserable English September morning, and I'm on my usual haunt, the Mangrove Syndicate. Now, since my last visit to the Syndicate, I had some great news last week which enabled me to join a fantastic company, Mad Baits. So, since having that incredible news last week, I was obviously very keen to see what the range has to offer and get back out here and start putting the products through the paces. And so far, I've got to be honest, they haven't disappointed. This is a notoriously difficult water and the bites are hard to come by. But since Thursday, I've had 2 bites. Unfortunately, I lost the first one, but I managed to land one this morning. So that does nothing but fill me full of confidence moving forward. Okay, so what I'll do now, I'll get the fish out the sling onto the mat and show you my prize. I'm here till about midday Sunday, so hopefully we'll also have another one to show you a bit later on. But for now, have a look at this. And here we are. Not the biggest fish in the world, but definitely a pretty one. And after losing that fish yesterday, it's certainly nice to put one on the bank. Usual tactics, snowman rigs fishing over lots of boilies. We use an ester blend orange pop up over the top. I'm going to slip this one back and see if we can't have another one. Morning chaps, welcome back. It's now the following day, and unfortunately for me there was no more action last night. I have still got a couple of hours left though, so as long as you've got a rod in the water, you never know. But before I go, I just want to briefly touch down on what I was using and why I was using it. So even before joining Mad Baits, I've always liked using 2 different types of boilies. So in this case, I just think it gives the carp something to think about. So in this case I've been using the 𝓙𝓼𝓽 and the 𝓙𝓼𝓼, which is an orange colour. But that's not a 50-50 mix, I must point that out. 80% of it is made up of the 𝓙𝓼𝓼 and the rest of the 𝓙𝓼𝓼. So you imagine a large bed of bait out there and the carp are sifting through. Every now and again they're going to come across one of these little orange baits which looks precisely like the 𝓙𝓼𝓼 blends pop up on my snowman presentation. And I just think it's a nice little edge, you know. It's been working so far. We're coming up to the 30th night since joining this syndicate. There's only been one session where I haven't caught a fish. Granted, none of the big gills have turned up yet, but that's just a numbers game, you know. It's just a matter of time. So until that stops working, I don't see any point in changing. I'll obviously change my approach slightly when the winter months come, but we'll touch on that when the time comes to it. But for now, if anything else happens in the meantime, I'll let you know and get back to you guys with that. I've got to empty the boat now because it's full of water before I can go back to the other side of the lake. And if you want any more information regarding anything from Mad Baits, you know, your boilies, your pop-ups, wafters, plugs, additives, anything like that, you'll find it all over on the website at 𝓙𝓼𝓽𝓻.com.